The music world recently paused to reflect on the profound impact of Brad Arnold, the unmistakable voice and founding force behind the American rock band Three Doors Down. While rumors and speculation have circulated online, what remains undeniable is the depth of connection fans feel toward the man and the music that shaped a generation. For many listeners, Brad's voice became a constant presence during formative years, offering comfort, release, and understanding through moments of uncertainty. His journey with Three Doors Down mirrors the experience of countless fans who grew alongside the band's sound. In times like these, reflection matters more than headlines, and appreciation outweighs rumor. Brad Arnold's story is not defined by online noise, but by years of dedication, resilience, and authenticity. As fans gather in digital spaces to share memories, the focus has shifted toward gratitude for a legacy that continues to inspire strength, unity, and emotional honesty across the global rock community. The birth of Three Doors Down emerged from humble beginnings, built on friendship, persistence, and a shared love for honest rock music. Brad Arnold stood at the center of that formation, helping shape a band that would soon move from small-town rehearsals to global recognition. From the start, the group carried a raw sincerity that separated them from passing trends. Their sound wasn't designed for spectacle, but for connection, rooted in melodies and lyrics that felt lived in and real. Brad's role went far beyond frontman status. He was a collaborator, storyteller, and emotional anchor. Together with his bandmates, he helped craft songs that felt personal, yet universal. This foundation allowed Three Doors Down to resonate with audiences far beyond their origins, proving that music born from authenticity can travel far. The band's early years remain a testament to creative belief and collective determination. A voice that spoke to everyday lives. Brad Arnold's voice carried a quality that listeners immediately recognized, not because it was flawless, but because it was genuine. There was weight in his delivery, a sense that every lyric came from experience rather than performance. Fans often described his vocals as familiar, like hearing a friend articulate emotions they couldn't quite name themselves. That accessibility became a defining element of Three Doors Down's success. Whether singing about uncertainty, hope, struggle, or redemption, Brad communicated with clarity and restraint, never overselling emotion. His vocal presence allowed listeners to project their own stories into the songs, making the music deeply personal. This connection helped bridge gaps between generations, backgrounds, and beliefs. In a genre often defined by intensity, Brad's strength came from restraint and sincerity, proving that sometimes the most powerful statements are delivered with quiet conviction. The story behind Kryptonite. One of the most enduring songs associated with Three Doors Down is Kryptonite, a track that became a defining anthem of early 2000s rock. Written at a remarkably young age, the song captured vulnerability in a way that felt fresh and fearless. Rather than presenting invincibility, it explored weakness, doubt, and the courage it takes to admit both. That honesty struck a chord with millions of listeners, helping the song transcend radio cycles and become a cultural touchstone. Kryptonite wasn't just a hit. It was an introduction to Brad Arnold's lyrical mindset, one grounded in self-awareness and emotional transparency. The track's continued relevance speaks to its universal themes, reminding listeners that strength and vulnerability often coexist. Decades later, the song remains a reminder of how simple words, delivered sincerely, can leave a lasting mark. Crafting a signature sound, Three Doors. Down's sound evolved over time, but its emotional core remained consistent. Brad Arnold played a central role in maintaining that balance between growth and familiarity. Influenced by post-grunge sensibilities yet never confined by them, the band developed music that felt approachable without losing depth. Brad's songwriting favored clarity over complexity, allowing listeners to engage without effort while still finding meaning. This approach helped the band maintain relevance through changing musical landscapes. Albums reflected maturity without abandoning the emotional honesty fans first connected with. Brad understood that evolution didn't require abandoning identity, only refining it. His steady creative presence helped anchor the band during shifts in the industry, ensuring that Three Doors Down remained recognizable even as they explored new textures and themes. That consistency became part of their enduring appeal. Life beyond the stage. Away from the spotlight, Brad Arnold has long been described as grounded and approachable, valuing personal relationships as deeply as professional success. Friends and collaborators often speak of his humility, noting how fame never distanced him from his roots or values. Family has remained a central pillar in his life, providing balance in an industry known for excess and instability. Brad's openness about faith, gratitude, and personal growth resonated with fans who saw him not just as a performer, but as a person navigating life with sincerity. This sense of balance helped sustain his career over decades, allowing him to remain present both on and off stage. His life beyond music reinforces the idea that longevity is built not only on talent, but on perspective, humility, and meaningful connections that endure long after the lights fade. The bond between band and fans. The relationship between Three Doors Down and their fans has always felt mutual rather than distant. Brad Arnold played a key role in fostering that connection, often expressing gratitude for the audience that supported the band through every chapter. Concerts became shared experiences rather than performances, with songs serving as emotional meeting points between artist and listener. Fans didn't just attend shows, they brought their stories, memories, and healing into the space. Brad's interactions, both on stage and through public messages, reinforced that sense of community. He understood that music doesn't exist in isolation, but in the lives it touches. This bond transformed listeners into lifelong supporters who felt seen and heard through the band's work. That enduring connection remains one of Three Doors Down's most meaningful achievements. Responding to rumors with respect. In the digital age, misinformation can spread quickly, often blurring the line between concern and confusion. Recent rumors surrounding Brad Arnold prompted emotional responses from fans, highlighting how deeply people care about him and his well-being. Rather than amplifying speculation, many supporters chose to focus on appreciation, respect, and patience. This response reflects the maturity of a fan base shaped by years of emotionally honest music. Brad's journey has always been personal as well as public, and moments like these remind us of the importance of compassion and privacy. Respecting boundaries allows artists and their families the space they deserve while reaffirming the positive impact they've already made. The conversation ultimately shifted toward gratitude, underscoring how legacy is built not on rumors, but on years of meaningful connection. A legacy that continues to inspire. Regardless of passing trends or fleeting headlines, Brad Arnold's influence on modern rock remains firmly intact. His work with Three Doors Down continues to introduce new listeners to a style of music rooted in emotional truth rather than spectacle. Songs written years ago still find relevance today, speaking to fresh audiences facing their own challenges. This longevity reflects the universality of the themes Brad explored throughout his career. Love, doubt, resilience, and hope are timeless, and his music carries them without pretense. As younger generations discover the band's catalog, the legacy expands rather than fades. Inspiration doesn't require constant reinvention. Sometimes it simply requires honesty. Brad Arnold's contribution to music stands as proof that sincerity can outlast noise, leaving an imprint that grows stronger with time. Gratitude, privacy, and moving forward. As fans continue to celebrate the music and the man behind it, Gratitude remains the prevailing emotion. Brad Arnold's journey has never been just about fame or charts, but about shared experiences and emotional resonance. Supporters around the world have expressed appreciation not only for the songs, but for the integrity behind them. In moments of uncertainty, kindness and patience matter most. Honoring an artist means respecting their humanity as much as their talent. Moving forward, the focus remains on the music that continues to bring comfort and connection to millions. Brad's story is still being written, carried forward through melodies that echo across time. In celebrating that legacy, fans reaffirm a simple truth. Meaningful art never disappears. It lives on in the hearts it has touched.